Finally, got time to watch a Friends reunion. Man, I've been waiting for this for ages. Nothing could ruin this. So excited.
Endless.
And look who you find.
Sure. Yeah, please.
I'm really trying to sort of keep it together and be like,
why the fuck was this dickhead hired for the Friends reunion? Not watching it. Can't watch a Friends reunion now, so I don't know. They released a new Peter Rabbit film. Childhood favorite. Used to like that. What could go wrong?
Well, la-dee-da. I didn't realize I was with a bunch of sophisticates.
No. Not Peter Rabbit. What else has this guy been doing? The Prom. Oh, no. Oh, that looks awful. I have to have a look at this.
We will be the biggest thing to happen in Indiana since whatever's happened in Indiana.
Oh, God. Oh, there he is. Look at him. I hate this guy. Everyone hates this guy. It seems so anyway, because the internet has gone crazy again. I've made videos on James Corden in the past. However, a new trailer for a Cinderella musical came out. I don't give two shits about Cinderella the musical, but guess who is shoved into the Cinderella musical just like every other thing he shoved into? James Corden.
Holy.
Watch.
Where's my tail? I can't balance without my tail.
Ha. Wow, that's funny. That's the best thing about James Corden being these trailers. You just do dumb shit like that to him. Oh my God, that's gonna haunt my fucking dreams. I'm getting off track a little bit. I've seen an overwhelming amount this week of hate for James Corden. Now, if you don't remember, I made a video on James Corden. You guys loved it, showing how much of a prick this guy really is. And I just want to look through all the roasts today with you guys and just laugh, because I've been waiting for this day for a year now, year and a half, so let's enjoy this together. And if you didn't realize why James Corden's so unliked, so it started on Twitter first. James Corden, every time a movie musical already looks like it's going to be bad. You guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way to make it worse. Literally any new musical movie with a comic relief, slightly obnoxious character, James Corden is for me. There needs to be jump scare warnings for James Corden. I can't escape him. Somebody has to make a study about how James Corden finds his way into every musical movie. It's true though, James Corden seems to weasel his way into everything. The Friends reunion though, by far, has to be the biggest upset in history. He single-handedly ruined that shit. If they had to include him, it should have just went like this. How long has it been since the Friends aired? 17 years ago, and they decide to shove James Corden down your throat instead. What's the word for a phobia of James Corden suddenly appearing from nowhere? James Corden prepared for Cats' role by living as an obnoxious creature for decades. Oh, we can't forget his role in Cats. Hey, they made him chunky still, so keeping it realistic. Oh no.
My visits are occasional to the senior for winkles and shrimps. In the season of venison, I give my venison to the...
That's more than enough of that. James Corden is so unliked that his own Cats video has more dislikes than likes. Of course, James Corden is in this. This part genuinely made me laugh, not because it was comical genius, but because it was so embarrassingly bad. I either had to laugh or cry. Everything about this is deeply unpleasant. At 1:38, Corden realised what he's in.
cat.
This is so funny. This is one of my favourite videos. I like to think it's headcanon that 117 was a James Corden meltdown similar to Christian Bale. Rather than scrap it, they just left it in there because why not?
Right, well, that's not going to work, is it? Okay? Look at you and look at me.
It actually sounds like one too. James Corden not only heated up on Twitter, but on Reddit, there was a viral post. People are sick of James Corden being cast in every musical movie. What kind of blackmail does he have on Hollywood?
Cat.
I was wondering who he paid to host a Friends reunion. Such an odd choice for the host. This shit explains a lot, man. And a lot of people have been wondering this, but turns out apparently his friend and the producer for his show was also the producer of the reunion. Now, I gotta check this out to see if it's true, because if it's true, that is just the worst thing they possibly could have done. It seems the Reddit thread tells no lie, because if you check the producing credits of The Late Late Show, David Pindack, senior comedy segment producer, and in the Friends reunion, who's a producer? David Pindack. Completely explains why James Corden got the Friends reunion, because he absolutely was the wrong fit. James Corden has such an overly curated, overly perfect, basic, likable, fun, funny, nice, relatable, short, fat, but not overly fat TV host actor. Marketed to be liked by literally everyone, personality image that it's literally impossible to like him. There's literally no depth to him at all. If he was an ice cream, he would be water flavored. Again, when I saw him at Friends reunion special, I actually groaned out loud. He really shit on that special too. I didn't need someone to interview them, use the cast. As soon as I scrolled and saw this post, I wanted to punch my phone. Oh my God, yes. Finally. I was waiting for someone to link this. I talked about my old video too. There's been many anecdotal stories of him being in person and people have gone along with it. Here was his disastrous AMA a few years ago. He did not answer a single question in his AMA because it was literally people just shitting on him. I've read all this in my old video, so check it out. But this basically are stories from people saying that he was an absolute prick to people. Something I didn't touch on was this. Hi James, sorry mate to the party, but you've not answered many yet. Maybe you're not on your phone. Anyway, is this pop article true? I don't know if this pop bitch story about James Corden is true, but the fact it could be tells you everything about him. Tales from the cockpit. Half an hour into a New York to London flight, passengers in business class notice a woman with a crying baby being brought through the curtains by a flight attendant. They looked on in mild horror as they saw the attendant direct her into an empty seat next to James Corden. Expecting a huge celebrity hissy fit to kick off, Corden's cabin mates were impressed to see that he didn't say a word or make any sort of complaint. He simply put on a pair of noise-cancelling headphones, pulled an eye mask over his eyes, and turned away from her. Pretty decent of him, right? When the plane landed, though, passengers were surprised to see Corden remain seated, as a woman with a baby struggled to open an overhead locker. And even more surprised when she turned to Corden and said, "For fuck's sake, can you at least hold the baby while I get the bags down?" The woman was his wife. The baby was his baby. I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying it's true. But it's fucking hilarious. And it's something you could 100% imagine James Corden doing.
Right, well, that's not going to work, is it?
Another Reddit thread of him being disliked. This is how disliked James Corden is. Only 2 months ago, it seems every few months, there's a cycle of everyone hating James Corden. I will never understand how a man as talentless and grating as James Corden has become a major success. So he was hosting the Friends reunion, decided I therefore never watched the Friends reunion. And while we're talking about James Corden, this clip, by far with Patrick Stewart, I discovered this when I made my last video. It's fucking amazing. Can't talk about James Corden without bringing up this video. Now, for context, James Corden is presenting awards at this glamour award show. Apparently, he was on his phone texting, kind of didn't want to be there, looked like he didn't want to be there. So Patrick Stewart, who self-admittedly drank too much, starts calling him out. Both of them don't look good here, but even in a situation where Patrick Stewart doesn't look good, and Patrick Stewart's a treasure, so we all love Patrick Stewart, but what's James Corden? And if anything, I find Patrick Stewart's stupid insults hilarious.
When the presenters
James Corden's squaring up already.
when the recipients are receiving their awards, don't stand at the back of the stage with your hands in your pockets, looking around as though you wished you were anywhere but here.
Oh, you couldn't be more wrong, sir. You couldn't be more wrong. Oh, genuinely. And if it looked like that, I'm so sorry. But when you come up and present an award, just get on with it. There we go.
From where
That is no way to talk to Sir Patrick Stewart, Jay. But you can tell he was like embarrassed. He's like, so there we go. And Patrick Stewart decides to fire back on his own with his own shots.
I was sitting, I can see your belly.
I love it. Oh my god. Look at his face.
That was right over there at the back of the room. These people down here, you know.
Sorry, I'm waiting for the punchline. Go on. No, seriously, go on.
Okay.
Look at him. Look at James Corden. Squaring up to Patrick Stewart.
No, seriously, go on.
Look, watch him staring him out.
No, go on. You can see my belly, and we can all see you dying right now. Let's go for it. Here we go.
Oh.
One more.
James Corden looks like he's about to cry.
One more. If you fancy the Jonas Brothers, cover your belly.
It's so bad, but it's so good. It's so bad, but I find it so funny. Where I was sitting, I could see your belly. But it's weird a year on seeing all this hate for James Corden again, like spill up, come through Reddit, Twitter, and everywhere else. And you know what? I am here for it. I am sick of James Corden. I know a ton of you lot are sick of James Corden. He is just an absolute melt. If you want to know more reasons, because I don't want to repeat myself too much from my last video, into why genuinely he is an actual prick, watch that video too. This is more just having a bit of fun. That video shows why, exactly why, and you should watch it if you need to find out more. But yeah, I like doing these kind of videos, kind of reacting, kind of stuff like this. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want more. Every subscription really helps. Please subscribe if you made it this far. My social medias are down below in the description. And yeah, that is it for this video. If you want me to do more celebrity videos as well, leave a like, leave a comment about that. Can we get 1,000 comments on this video? That is it. Until next time, fuck off.
I was sitting, I can see your belly.
Cat.